us here in this classroom see animals on a day-to-day basis. Whether they are the birds we see on the way to class or the pets we keep at home, most of us enjoy some of our planet's more commonplace animals. What animals may we not see? The animals that we may see in passing while flipping through the Discovery Channel. Today I will be telling you about some of Earth's more distinctive wildlife. First, I will talk about the blobfish. Second, I will tell you about the newly discovered Yeti crab. Third, I will tell you about the so-called horror frog. For my first bizarre animal, I would like to take the time to tell you about the blobfish. If any of you guys have seen the new Men in Black movie, this should look familiar. This fish was recently discovered in 1970. According to itsnature.com, this blobfish gets its unique look by its lack of muscles, and it's just made out of a gelatinous mass. It's basically a bowl of Jell-O. It does have bones in it, but it is lazy in nature. It doesn't use them for anything. The way they think that this fish gets around is it lives 800 meters below the surface off the coast of Australia, and because it's 800 meters down, the water pressure is 80 times more than it is at sea level. So the only thing this fish can do is be a bowl of Jell-O to float off of the floor. Wayne Wilkins noted in his 2010 article for Helium.com that the female blobfish will lay eggs in nests that are as close to 1 meter away from another female's eggs. This is unusual for any wildlife animal because most of the time they have a kind of protection for their children. Some biologists theorize that this is because they're lazy in nature, and so they don't care where they lay their eggs. Secondly, I would like to share with you another peculiar animal called the Yeti crab. This Yeti crab was recently discovered in 2006. According to NationalGeographic.com, updated in 2010, the Yeti crab is a hairy, white, and probably blind crab that stays 7,000 feet below the bottom of the ocean off the coast of Costa Rica. The hair on its claws that are covered in yellow bacteria, which probably protects it against the toxic fluids rising from the hydrothermal vents where the crabs are found. Because it was just discovered in 2006, not much is known about the breeding techniques, and as you can imagine, 7,500 feet under the water, not a lot of people are going down there. Finally, I wish to inform you about the horror frog, perhaps the most unique of the three. Catherine Barwick mentions in her 2008 article for New Scientist that this frog is eccentric because it has the ability to break its own bones. This right here is his bone that he broke off to make a claw-like appearance that you can see here. Harvard scientists in 2010 theorized that this is like a defense mechanism, but because these frogs were recently discovered in Africa, there's not much known about them. The only thing that we do know about their mating season is it happens in summer, and that the male have these long hair-like structures on the sides of their body. Apparently that's what the female frogs are into. Every day we look at animals without thinking twice about them. Today I have talked to you about just a few of our planet's crazy and bizarre newly discovered creatures. First, I mentioned the blobfish. Secondly, I talked about the little-known Yeti crab. Third, I talked to you about the horror frog. These three mind-blowing species are just a few of the world's recently discovered animals. I can't imagine what we'll be passing on the Discovery Channel 10 years from now.